Are we live? We're live. Melanin Me Podcast. We are live in action on YouTube. Oh, let me post this to Instagram. Y'all, it's been sirens and helicopters and stuff, ambulances nonstop.
We're live. I see
Who's in here? Oh, I'm trying to find the phone emoji. Okay, Mia, let me know when you want to start recording.
Oh, okay. I'm fascinated by this live over
I
here.
know.
Shit. All right. Welcome, everybody that is tuned in. Welcome, everyone that is tuned in to our podcast. We are back.
We're back.
The podcast. It is hopefully we're going to be able to provide some sort of normalcy to you all, especially amongst this crazy, time that we're living in. And, if you've been a fan and you've constantly, been rocking with us, here we are, we're back. And, yeah, this should be interesting.
Y'all, this is crazy. So, I talked about this conspiracy theory like almost 2 months ago. And it's just so crazy what's really going on right now.
It is.
It was way more than just the bat soup that we had to worry about. Like,
I will honestly say I won't say that I'm like so far removed from being a conspiracy theorist, because I really do believe anything can happen. I really do believe that. However, this situation with the coronavirus and the takeoff of it, it feels like something is out there in this world bigger than us, and I don't know. Nobody knows except maybe the people who do know, which is, I feel like, a very, very small population. So I do feel like a little weird right now.
yeah.
I do believe that, I've always believed in aliens and all that bullshit. So I'm at the point now where anything is possible. Anything can happen. I could walk out tomorrow and see a UFO and just be like, welcome. I mean, oh my gosh, you're here. Thank you. Because I just feel like right now I am so off balance.
Hey, Lanita. Sorry, one of my friends just hopped in the chat. What up, girl?
Hey.
So we're live. I'm just trying to post it so we can get some callers.
Speaking of Cordy, this is a good opportunity. I'm not sure if you all are familiar with DJ D Nice. D is in David, D like the dick. But he is throwing a live party that goes from like way back. Real popular DJ. He's having a live party like every single day for like 9 hours. And it is litty lit. Oprah was in there, Ellen DeGeneres.
What do you mean? He's having a party right now during social distancing?
He's having a live party on Instagram.
Girl, you lying.
Doing a DJ. It's really actually kind of dope though. I ain't even go. At first I was kind of like, what the hell? Then I'm like, oh, okay, because he's playing like all hits, all genres, like 90s, 2000s. Like it's a good little situation. So just had to throw that out there for those of y'all that are about to play out now. Not literally, but just.
So hold on. I'm sorry, I was distracted. So he's a DJ, or he's
In LA.
and he's throwing real like parties with people? Or he's what are you saying?
So he's DJing by himself
Mhm.
on Instagram Live.
Oh.
9 hours a day.
Wow, like streaming nonstop music.
People, like if you're doing something at your house or you're having a game night and you want to just turn on your phone or your iPad and listen to his remixes and all that kind of stuff, it's a good little situation.
Okay.
It started yesterday, if I'm not mistaken.
You know what's crazy is I saw some other artists, like I think Janae Aiko, she is about to do like a live stream concert, like a benefit concert or something like.
Yeah,
Okay.
John Legend, he was doing one. I did not attend his, but he did do one. So it seems to
Like we don't need human interaction anymore. Like let's virtual everything.
scary though to me. Like I need to talk, I need to see you, I need to touch, I need to. I'm a human.
Man.
They stimulate me. Like, I am so tired of picking up my phone and watching TV. Like, it's such a habit for me to just have my phone and immediately go to Instagram or Facebook or
Yeah.
shopping. Like I said, I'm so
Like, how do I
addicted
go
to it.
live on
I
here?
put it down, but then I pick it right back up. So, I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I just need something else going on.
I just went live on Instagram too. I'm hoping that we can get some people to call in right now. So we can definitely share our thoughts and feelings about.
Do you want to call in?
Lanita, please call in, girl, if you feel up to it. We definitely got some people coming through on Instagram. So Instagrammers, if y'all want to go to YouTube, you can. If not, you can call in right now on our live show. But we're just going to talk about the coronavirus. You know, like it's just so crazy how this shit escalated, because I feel like every day it was like another update and shit just kept going to like the next level. Like, it was insane.
I hate to report that 800 more people have died in Italy within 24 hours. This has surpassed any type of pandemic during this time, as far as numbers are concerned. So they're I think at about 1,200 people that have died. It's not more, if I'm not mistaken. So it's alarming. Hundreds have died within 24 hours. To me, I am very.
It's like for the numbers, because I gotta be honest, like, yeah, I'm social distancing, but I went out to the store. I had to go like to the office and get my monitor earlier this week. Like, I've been out, you know, and I just don't see the numbers in real life, but I don't know.
Anita said she's not here for us sitting in the pods.
In the pods.
Girl, I feel you. The pods from Love is Blind.
Oh my God.
Pods. That would drive me. I feel like that legit. I wish I had some sort of game to play. I'm married, but hell, I'd love to be sitting in a pod talking to 4 or 5 men at this point.
That was one of the quarantine shows people were trying to binge watch. I watched like a few episodes because you were talking so much about it, Mia, and then like my other friend Michelle, she came out here. We watched a little bit of it. That I do want to get into that too. I do want to talk about that. Cause that was crazy. It was a weird concept, but the timing of everything is very interesting, with these virtual shows and all these drops. So Netflix also had like a documentary drop called Pandemic. And if y'all haven't watched it, that pandemic documentary was crazy. And it just, I've been seeing Outbreak. That's like a 90s classic. So with that cute monkey. Yeah. I never seen Contagion. I still haven't seen Contagion. I did watch, there's also a new Netflix. Well, it's not new. I think it came out in like 2017 or whatever, but it's called Containment. And that was crazy because I was like, I could really see that happening. Like them just forcing the sick people to stay in like a little section of the city waiting for them to die and shit. It's crazy. Any shows,
So, how are things in LA? Like, is it crazy? Is it kind of normal? Is it like you really know the difference when you go out? Is it what?
well, I went out today and people are definitely wearing like people's mask usage is going up. So, about,
Because a lot of the hospitals don't have masks. They ran out.
and they're on back order on Amazon, because I checked on Amazon and you can't even get a mask till like damn near May. So, it's just crazy. I feel like I'm living in like a sci-fi novel or something. But hey, people still out here living their lives. Like I went to the store and hey, it's Mexicans still on the street, doing their thing, exchanging commerce, selling stuff, cooking tacos, just living life. So what I'm trying to say is like the numbers unless everyone is just asymptomatic, I just don't see the numbers reflected in the community. That's all I'm saying. Like, I went to CVS. I went to Rite Aid. There's no one standing in pharmacy lines to get medicine. All the medicine aisles are fucking stocked up. Like, I didn't see no sick people. Like, unless everyone is asymptomatic, which it seems to be, because all the celebrities that came out, they said that they don't really have any symptoms. So that's what's also a bit strange. And it's just like scary to think that you could have whatever this disease is, they say, but you don't have no symptoms. So I don't know.
Also feel like a lot of people, like they've been saying, haven't even gotten tested. You know, there's a lot of people that can't afford to get tested. That there's just a whole lot of us that have we just don't know. So I know Italy, they're at their peak right now. Um, we haven't really gotten to the peak. I know United States is saying that we should be reaching our peak with the number of deaths and everything like that sometime around May 1st. And then I was watching a conference or whatever you call those things that the president comes out and speaks on nationally or whatever. If they were saying something about 18 months that they anticipate this like going on. Now, whether they are talking about the shutdowns of restaurants and schools for 18 months, I can't confirm or deny that. But they were talking about they anticipate this going on for about 18 months, which is a long time because here's my fear. And this has been my fear, and I hate to use the word fear, but this has been my kind of like issue with all of this. It's not necessarily the virus. The virus, obviously, for obvious reasons, because that's what's leading everything else.
Mm-hmm.
But my concern is everything outside of the virus, the lockdowns, the people that are about to lose their jobs. Like, there's so many people that are losing their jobs. It's hit home because I've had a few friends. One of my friends, her husband lost her job.
Oh my gosh.
They have two small twins.
That should be illegal. Honestly, that should be illegal.
Two small twins, like two. They're like two, and they're in their young 30s. So it's just like, and he literally lost his job not for anything else other than, the coronavirus and people having to work remotely and companies that can't really operate under a remote situation. So that's my concern, or for all of the families and people that are going to lose out on their day-to-day lives because of the government having to put these restrictions.
That honestly, I don't know how that's legal. Like, how are y'all going to fire people when this is a global health? This is like government mandated at this point. Like, it's not these people's fault that they can't work. This is crazy. There should be some type of, I mean, I heard they're talking about the relief checks and such. I don't know how true that is. I feel like y'all will be waiting a long ass time to get those checks, but I guess.
I don't think so, but here are some things about the checks that I've heard. So, I know Bush did this years ago. I don't remember what for because I was a lot younger. So I just really wasn't tuned into that. But I do know that he did give out some stimulus checks. I think in the amount of, if you were a single person, you got an $800 check, and then for a family, they got $1,200. So my husband had said that maybe Trump will do something like that, and sure enough, like a week later, there's talks about another stimulus check going out. There are conversations around the amount. What we do know is that there will be something given, but here's the thing: there could be restrictions. From what I read in the first proposal, was that if you are a single person, you cannot make more than $75,000 to get your $1,000 check or $1,200 check. If you are a family of more than two, you will get $2,400. However, together combined, you cannot make more than $150,000. So I just don't want people to get blinded by, oh, you get a check, you get a check, you get a check. We just don't know right now. I do know that when they do approve the proposal,
Is low. Come closer to your microphone.
Oh, is it low? Can you hear me? Is this better? I always have issues with my mic.
She just I love this live thing. At least we getting live feedback shit. Usually we don't find out till
So don't be blinded. I just don't want to pull the cover over your eyes and say everyone gets a check. Just read in the fine print, because there are probably going to be some stipulations around that. So more to come on that. Hopefully that'll help. I mean, it's meant to boost the economy. So
I don't think I'm taking.
People are going to spend it. So
I don't think I'm taking a check, but I said I don't think I'm gonna take the check. I think it's something that don't sit right in my spirit.
Girl, why are you not gonna take that check?
The same reason I'm not. Let me shut up. But I don't know if you noticed, there's a hell of a lot. I've got like this week alone, I got like 4 census like flyers in my mailbox. I saw like 3 census. I did not. I saw like 3 census commercials on YouTube this week, just this week. I'm just saying, they trying to figure out where everybody is. They want every motherfucker accounted for. Every single person. They want to know where your ass is. They're not going to know. I just moved. I'm not taking no check.
You file taxes, so they already know where you are.
I didn't file this year yet. Okay?
They know where you are.
Taxes are halted. I literally just moved not even a month ago. And taxes are halted, deferred for 90 days or so. They're just, IRS is like chilling for a little bit.
Oh my gosh, is that what's going on, girl? So I have not filed yet. But my girlfriend, she filed, and she was like, it's been 21 days and I still have not gotten my refund.
Girl. They already said, the IRS already said expect delays of at least 90 days. Like 90-day like deferment. And even if
people get it, it's just going to be right on time.
He's always on time. Right on time.
Always on time. I need my money on time. If you guys cannot hear me, please let me know. Send us a chat, because I really want everyone to be able to hear me if the problem is corrected. Can you hear me, Whitney? I know it's kind of difficult sometimes for us to hear you.
I can hear you, girl. All
right.
I can hear you great, but we've never gone live before, y'all, so forgive us.
Any feedback is great feedback, honestly. Yeah, so what have you been doing? Let's just start there. What have you been doing during your quarantine time? What is it? Social distancing, all these words.
Oh, Lanita says she's with me. Nothing is free. Girl, you hip. Okay. And that is my friend, and she's an attorney. She's very smart and wise, so she knows what she's talking about. But I've been working from home.
You're not gonna accept the checks if you get a check. You're literally just gonna tear it up.
I'm good. First of all, you got to file for that check. There's gonna be some processes, some paperwork, some things that have to go in place to get that check. Okay, it's not just gonna be mailed out to the address to whoever lives at the residence. Like, you're gonna have to file some paperwork, hand over your social, all that stuff. So I'm good on that. I thank God I don't need the check. Thank God I can still work every day. So I've been working every day, and honestly, working from home full time, I feel like I'm more like on call than I would be if I was at work. Like, people are like, I'm all constantly like getting pings, like video conferencing requests. Like, I feel like I got to be like more on, like, available than I would be if I was like in the office. So it's just weird.
Yeah. I've been working home for a few years now, and I can say, I'm not going to say that I'm over it, but I do miss interacting with like people, like human interaction. But yeah, I mean, I work, I don't really have set hours. So yeah, I'm more on call, but it also comes with me, waking up at 10 o'clock or 9:30. And then, I have some appointments I need to take during the day, personal appointments. And then I may be working till 7 p.m. I don't mind that, versus the traditional, like, clock in, clock out. Oh, okay. Hi, Michelle. In the sense of like, pass. Is Michelle your friend too?
Yes.
All the support. Shout out. Hey, Michelle, girl. Hey. Turn up.
But none of them want to call into the show. Okay? So all my friends.
She just called out.
I understand there's mothers at home with their children nonstop. Y'all can't catch a break.
Or if there's questions you want us to answer about any and everything, we are here to discuss that too. This is totally girl chat one-on-one. So, what have y'all been doing during the quarantine? You're self-distancing. But yeah, so that's cool. So you enjoy working from home. You feel like you need to be more on, or you've been able to be a lot more on simply because of not necessarily having to be in the office. That's interesting. What else? Like, have you been going out anywhere? Like, are things still open? Are things like, obviously things are closed, but I'm saying LA is so big that, have you been doing anything outside of going to the grocery store?
Well, I've been going to the store for sure. And then they have...
Jay Chills. Is that your friend too?
I don't know Jay Chills. What's up, Jay Chills?
Jay, what it do? Hi. Thank you for tuning in. Jay, if you have any questions, drop them below or feel free to call in. We love a male perspective. Video games, that's hilarious. What have you been doing? Fortnite? Anita said, nope, I'll pass. Okay, girl, we feel you.
I feel her too. Like,
we feel you, girl. We feel you.
Are you looking at your monitor too? Like, is one of your things on? Girl, we're so...
I'm getting live date up, but I'm logged into the my personal account because I didn't want us both to be logged into the Melanin Me Podcast.
Okay, I got it. Okay, got it. I think I know why your mic was probably off. It's because I'm the one streaming in, and so secondhand audio, whatever. Yeah. But y'all, we're learning.
This is our first live, guys, so just be patient. Thank you for just tuning in.
Anybody, if y'all want to call in. But in the meantime, I have been out and about because I had to go to stores and such. Like I said, I had to go to my office and get my monitor. I had to go to the medical marijuana dispensary, and California has deemed marijuana like an essential necessity during these times. So all the stores are open. So it's great.
Turn up. Listen, we just happen to go to the Weed Man, which is perfectly fine as well, because we don't have a dispensary, okay? But I will say that I have been, I don't even know if I should say this publicly, but yes, I have been enjoying myself while we have been in this quarantine time, because what the fuck else is there to do at this point?
Hold on, wait. Can y'all see the number on the screen? Is there a number posted on the screen right now, or no?
He said, ma'am, I do not play Fortnite. I am so sorry. The shade, honey. Get me all the way together. Yes. All right. Well, that's just the going game right now. I don't know anything other than Fortnite. I'm good on that check, too. Michelle, really? You're good on the check? Wow. I'm really surprised about that. So even if he sent you like a $10,000 check, y'all still ain't fucking with it? Jay, yeah, so if you call this number, do you see the number right here on YouTube? If you see the number on YouTube, you'll call us at the 646 number, and then it's going to ask you for the meeting ID. Just dial in, and that's how you'll get logged into us. Michelle said she's seen more people out and about than usual. I will say that we have not had any traffic. Everything is pretty much shut down. We have seen the National Guard and Army trucks here, so I don't know what the fuck that is about. I feel you, Jay. See, Jay, I'm with you. I am with you. I will take that check, too. I probably won't even get it if there is income amount, but shit, I will take that. My sister and her husband, they looking for the check, and they make plenty of money, okay? And she talking about, I'm so sad we might not qualify. Bitch, you don't even, like... I mean, what? Like, what? Okay. Anyway, I guess I feel like it's already there, so listen. Balance.
Look, Jay Chills, we will read out the number to you right now if you want to call, if you want to type it in, and then we can talk. I really want to know what people are feeling right now. It is kind of late, though. It's late on the East Coast, huh?
Kansas City, they just found out that they're quarantined for the next 30 days.
Girl, I thought everybody was quarantined.
No, they're like on lockdown, like y'all. Like apparently other than the grocery store and the pharmacy. That's it.
Well, the conspiracy theorists from China, y'all, they said right now you have to literally put your name on a list to leave your house. You can only leave once or twice a week for essential stuff, only no more than 2 people at a time. You have to wear a mask, and just to get into any public establishment, you have to be scanned at the door with a thermometer.
This is in China. Well, sure. You know, of course, sure. Did you see Trump when he was like, the girl was like, why do you keep calling it the Chinese virus, the Chinese disease? Like, you know, that's just so rude. We have it, that's racist. He was like, because that's what it is. It came from China. He's like, I want to be accurate. I'm like, I can't stand him. What is wrong with him?
But at the same fucking time, I don't recall anyone having a problem with calling Ebola the African virus. Okay?
Ebola, Zika, West Nile, all those came from Africa. Let me just say, Lanita, Michelle said that's a lot of numbers. It is a lot of numbers, y'all, but this is all we got right now.
Somebody please.
Don't hit The Handmaid's Tale. I couldn't get into that show.
What show?
The Handmaid's Tale.
Girl, you ain't got to get into it because it's getting into us because everything that happened.
She said this sounds like a lot like, but people say like seven.
This is the beginning. Like it sounds like a lot of these. It
sounds like a lot of
tales
going on. Trump is the best freestyle out here. He's crazy. Lanita, I did want to address that the National Guard is setting up medical tents. Yes. However, I also feel like something else is going on with that though. Like, because my girlfriend, I hate to be one of those people that's like, my girlfriend said, my homegirl said, but my homegirl her cousin that worked for the Pentagon said, but no, my friend, she did say that her brother posted a picture and she sent it to like our group chat. And it was all these army trucks outside. And one of them had like guns, like pointing, as if like in a neighborhood, as if to say like, nah, y'all need to stay in the house. So I'm curious to know if, is that the direction that we could go, where people are starting to control or monitor us, like staying in the house? Or I guess like, what are you doing out here? Are you going to the grocery store? Like,
girl, that's exactly
something bigger than just setting up tents.
That's exactly what I feel like is happening. I feel like it could be, I mean, this, don't get my conspiracy theorist ass started because this can get deep. But I do feel like it's a level of control, like trying to figure out what we're doing, limiting our activities outdoors. It's interesting because some of these like guidelines that were posted about like how to follow social distancing, the things they're saying is like they're preparing us for a long-term situation. So some of the guidelines were, instead of visiting close friends and family, FaceTime them. Go outside once or twice a week. For exercise by yourself, at least 6 feet apart. This is like, if y'all are telling us to go outside to exercise in these like stipulated terms or whatever, I just feel like this is a long-term situation. This is what you want us to do for the next fucking 12 to 18 months. Like, this is like a new way of life. I just feel like this isn't going to be 2 weeks. I don't know. That's just what I feel personally.
I'm curious to know what our viewers think. Do you guys think that there is something bigger than just the virus going on? Or do you think that this could be... Okay, so Lanita says this is definitely not martial law. We wouldn't know. It's very rare. Lanita, that's really cool. I like that perspective.
She knows.
Because that word has been thrown around a lot because a lot of people are feeling that it could lead to that. I'm with the white rapper.
Eminem.
Oh. So are any of you guys afraid? Have any of you guys been impacted by the coronavirus, or any of your family members? Have any of them lost their jobs in any way? She said it's okay, Jay's chills. So, yeah, I think, Michelle, she agrees. Definitely not 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm with her. I actually need to go ahead and cancel my vacation in April because I was trying to hold out to cancel it. It's the end of April, but it's looking like a no-go for me.
It's just time to cancel. I think, because I had a music festival, the Broccoli Fest, that was planned for May, and they just sent the email saying that's canceled. Rescheduled for October, so.
Damn. Okay. Well, but yeah. If anything, I just hate that it's really impeding on my day-to-day. Like, I'm a homebody naturally, but for someone to tell me to stay in the house, like, I want to go outside. I want to be outside. Okay?
Now more than ever. Now more than ever.
Yeah, so it's having, and then really, like, I would say, and this is so off topic, but I feel like it's so relevant at the same time. If any of you guys are in a relationship or marriage or anything like that, really choose your person wisely, because this right here, this time that you have one-on-one with your person, like, this is crucial. Like, my husband is getting on my nerves, but it's not because of who he is. It's just the amount of days. It's so funny because I work from home and he works in an office. And so, like, the last couple of weeks, I've just been really, really needy. Like, oh, honey, I can't wait for you to come home and snuggle, have snuggle time. And me and him literally keep getting into, like, these little stupid arguments every single day just because we're up under each other that much. I'm tired of watching Netflix. I'm tired of watching Prime. I'm tired of being on social media. I'm tired of riding in the car. Like, I just want to scream. We were supposed to be in the beach in March, and that had to get canceled. So I really felt like, oh my God, I'm gonna have time for myself at the beach. That's canceled. Now I'm in the house with kid, husband. Like, it's just too much for me. I literally feel like I have 2 brain cells left. And I'm so for everyone being like, take this time. We have a caller.
Oh, shoot. Now we have a caller.
Let's see, 301 area code.
Am I in here?
Hey, Jay, what's up?
I made it.
You made it. Turn up. Thank you for calling in.
Y'all let us know if you can hear
No
Jay.
problem.
Please let us know in the chat if you can hear Jay.
Jay, can you hear us?
I can definitely hear you.
Okay.
That means, bitch, turn it down.
Should I be looking at the chat while I'm on the phone?
No, I don't
Can you
think.
look at the chat while you're on the phone? You should be able to.
I don't
Yeah.
think it matters, yeah. I mean, we don't know,
Well,
honestly.
hey.
Yeah, you should be able to, because that's on YouTube and you're on your phone, so you should be able to see both. 301 area code. Where is that? Is that California?
That's Maryland.
That's
Oh, wow.
Maryland. Hey, Maryland, hometown. Hold on, do I know you? Do you
I
know
was
me?
going to say, do you know Whitney?
No, I was invited.
Who invited you?
Michelle.
Oh, you know
Aw,
Michelle. Okay, Michelle.
Yeah, she's supporting y'all. So I came in to support y'all too.
That's what's up.
Thank you. We appreciate that. You have no
Speak
idea.
up, Jay. All right. Yeah, so I think y'all had asked, had anybody been impacted? Not necessarily that I know, like, personally. It is weird to say, to have to, like, actually go through all this. This stuff is, like, out of a movie for real.
Yeah.
Put some bass in your chest. All I have is bass in my chest. I've been told I have a subconscious. Shut up, Michelle. So anyway, right? The virus sucks.
Sucks.
Yeah.
The virus sucks,
I mean-
but I'm glad people are recovering.
What's really more of an issue, as I was saying this earlier, is that it's not so much that it's airborne, it's the fact that people have it, and the fact that there's so much misinformation going on with it. So people think that it's not that serious, and people think that it's super serious. People who think that it's not that serious could have it and are going outside already know. People who think that it is super serious are going to grocery stores and buying 1,000 gallons of milk like it's not going to expire in a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's not so much how bad the virus is, it's how bad Americans and, first class, first world people are dealing with this. You got a place like China, you could say whatever you want to say about China. It's a billion people there, but they caused the virus and shit like that. But they built a hospital in 10 days.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Right.
So,
yeah, I saw that.
They haven't had a case in like a week. You know what I'm saying? That's wild.
Wow.
Yeah. And we were talking about the Italy death rate. 800 people died within 24 hours yesterday, which is crazy. And the numbers just keep going up.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying the numbers just keep going up.
Right. And here in Florida, you saw the spring breakers just going down there trying to get drunk and party, and then like that's something that I wouldn't do. Don't go to a beach and party and get drunk in the middle of an epidemic, and then expect to go home with nothing but a hangover. No, you got that Rona, bitch. The fuck? Ruining shit.
I think where they fucked up at was the original narrative was like, oh, only older people are being affected by this. Like, only old people are dying. So if you tell a bunch of kids who are out of college indefinitely, like they're online only, they're going to extend that spring break. Like, they're going to go all the way hard because they think that they can't even catch it. Because the first narrative was like, oh, it's only going to hurt you really if you have a compromised immune system or you're above a certain age. And now they're like saying young people are dying from it too. So I just feel like the information wasn't steady. And so that's why people feel how they feel about it,
Well, there's a new strand out as well. There's a whole new strand, and this second strand is more deadly, and it affects the younger population. So, I think that's important to know because a lot of, like you said, Whitney, younger people are like, oh, I can't get it. It's not going to affect me. Whatever. Let's live it up, But in the reality, it's like the reason why I believe all these parameters are set in place outside of what other theories that are out there is to, ensure that it doesn't turn into another strand. Because that's also important to kind of keep it contained in its infancy stage and, so that it doesn't continue to spread. But I don't know. I do think that there's a bigger agenda. I think that the virus is somewhat of a little bit of a distraction. I've heard theories about 5G. Whitney, you talked about that a little bit. My husband, his guy friend works in tech. He also thinks it's 5G related. I don't know enough about the theory to really speak to it, but when it was broken down to me, it made sense, as a possibility. But, who knows? I have no idea.
I think just to hop in here, y'all heard about how Carrie Hilson, she got basically dragged on Instagram because she came forward with the whole 5G thing.
Oh, so it was Carrie Hilson?
I mean, she was one of the celebrities that talked about it. So
it's funny how people are always so quick to judge conspiracy theorists and a conspiracy theory until 10, 20, 30 years later, some Netflix documentary comes out proving all the 30. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Right. People refuse to think outside of the box. And they're spoon-fed. We as a nation, or these people are kind of spoon-fed knowledge. And even with this rectangle in my hand right now that I could Google any answer to, and even with me being like a human who has like, some conscious mind, and I can ascertain certain things. Even with all of that, people still refuse to because you had to fucking study fucking history books and shit like that. But now, to research if 5G is true or not, people don't want to do that. They rather get it off the news and off the websites like the fucking Onion, which is ridiculous. And you're an adult, you shouldn't be reading or believing anything the Onion says. But then you have 50-year-olds. I don't want to go on a rant or a tangent.
Well, I feel you. This shit can get deep with the conspiracy theorists. But what people fail to realize, what Carrie Hilson was saying and what a lot of this 5G theory is, it wasn't basically saying like the disease was caused by 5G. It was basically saying that 5G compromises your immune system. Like the radiation, and you can ask any cancer patient who has to go through radiation, it fucks up your immune system. So it makes it weak. So you're now more expendable. Like you now, the common flu could take you out. You know what I'm saying? So what she was saying was that like all of the extra 5G towers compromised the whole city of Wuhan, compromised their immune systems to the fact where they couldn't really fight off this disease. And apparently Wuhan was one of the cities that had like one of the most amounts of 5G towers. So could it be a coincidence? Sure. But, you know, people are trying to use their own brain and put two and two together. And it's just sad that on Instagram or wherever, you can't even have an idea outside of the norm or you're going to get dragged, basically. So it's fucked up. But
well, there's some key points to that as well. And this is before the coronavirus or anything that's come about. Excuse me. They're saying, like, don't sleep with your phone in your room. Well, in your room is like the extreme, in my opinion. I have not been sleeping with the phone in my bed. That's been huge. Sometimes you fall asleep with the phone in your bed. Like, try not to do that. Put it on a nightstand, turn it off, whatever you need to do. Try to use, really, they say don't even use the AirPods because, again, that's electro, that's sending something, you know, electro, whatever going on. Try to use your phone on speakerphone, or if you're in the car, try to put it on like little attach it to your vent or whatever. Try not to have too much interaction with your phone, like head to hand type situations. What else?
You shouldn't have to do that.
You shouldn't, but I mean, it's still radiation. I mean, so, you know, whether we had a virus or not, these are just some things that people should be doing anyway or be aware of, I think, because we are, as people, everything is electronic. Everything from our signatures when we go out to sign things, to our jobs, to how we communicate with people, everything is electronic.
Right.
You know, everything. Right. So there is something to be said with that. You know what I'm saying?
If y'all believe in it, I don't know if y'all do, but there is like EMF protection jewelry and stuff out there. So they have like EMF protection. Yep, crystals. They also have boxes, but they're pretty pricey. They're like over $100, but I may get one. It's a box for your router. So it basically like contains all of the rays and it keeps them from like coming out in your house, apparently. I don't know. Apparently, it's some science behind it. So we may all just need to start thinking outside the box a little bit. Who knows? This all could just be happening to like make us think bigger. Shit. Who knows? So.
Hopefully, if we do come out of this, because I'm such an optimistic, when we come through this on the other side, hopefully we aren't the same as we were when we started. Like, hopefully we come out thinking differently, you know, maybe a little bit more prepared for something like this in whichever way that means for us as an individual. I did hear that the virus cannot live in like hot, humid climates. So a friend of ours, a friend of ours was like, just boil some water and sniff that steam, you know, and do what you got to do. Breathe that steam in, like get it in your body. You know, it can't hurt you, but they're just like, you know, it can't live in hot, humid areas. So who knows, you know, what to do. I don't think any of us know exactly what to do, but
Jay, while we have you on the line, so can you tell us how has your like work been impacted? Are you still able to work or what's going on?
Well, I work in a warehouse. I'm actually in Atlanta, and they just cut the hours down at the warehouse because people still come in. Well, I work at Home Depot, and we have customers come in all the time. Everyone's asking for, you know, gloves, masks, disinfectant, and things like that. So as far as it impacting my work, I still get my hours. But you have to deal with coworkers who may or may not have it. You have to deal with customers who may or may not have it. And if the general rule is 6 feet and 10 people, well, there's definitely more than 10 people on staff, and there's definitely way more than 10 people coming in. So work life has been impacted. I mean, the store hasn't closed down or anything like restaurants or gyms and things like that. It's just, you just got to be cautious. You can't get too close to people.
But to me, I feel like I personally believe that each and every state needs to be on lockdown for a minimum of 2 weeks. Because here's the thing. Even when it comes to your line of work with Home Depot, a lot of people have this idea that it's airborne. So I walk in Home Depot, and as long as I have my mask on, I'm good. And the virus, I have a screenshot. Let me go ahead and read that for our viewers. So the virus can live for 3 hours in air, all right? On copper, such as like pennies and things like that, it can last for 4 hours. Cardboard, so people that are, receiving shipments, Amazon, pushing packages, whatever, the virus can last on cardboard for 24 hours. Stainless steel, 2 to 3 days. Plastic, 3 days. So, if there's still people coming in quantities and they've touched something and then they touch another thing and then now you're the ones who have to move it and pick it up and all these people are still out here, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying you can't, because honestly, even if we were on lockdown and grocery stores and pharmacies were still open, that still is a way for all of us to be able to be out and interact with one another. So I really don't have the answer for it. But I do feel like at some point I'm just waiting on Nashville to go ahead and shut down. So that way we can go ahead and be on a time clock and move forward with something. But
I'm worried though.
Huh?
I said I'm worried though, because if America shuts down, I don't think it would be handled in the same way that China handled it. Or I'm kind of pessimistic when it comes to this country and handling things like that. You know what I'm saying?
We should be.
Yeah, historically it hasn't gone well. Even in this situation, I feel like the government may mean well or some may have good intentions, but for the most part, like if they just tell all of the, quote unquote gun-toting Second Amendment and whatever stereotype you want to think of that may or may not be out there, I just feel like it wouldn't go well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've been talking a lot.
I agree.
I'm going to leave because I'm kind of shy.
Thank you so much, Jay, for joining us. We truly appreciate.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you calling in. We really do. And make sure you follow us on Instagram or Facebook so that way you can keep up with us on.
Y'all got the Instas.
Yes, at Melanin Me Podcast, and you will be on the next episode that we're going to upload to our podcast. That's going to be available on Spotify and Apple. So, just heads up there.
That was part of the deal. That's cool. I regret nothing.
You shouldn't. You had such a great perspective. Thank you. All right. That was our first call-in. Yay.
First call-in success. Our first call-in success. I was trying to go ahead and put us back on live on.
So we do have a few comments on here, though, that I wanted to talk about.
So Thief's Way. Jay said, all right, I did a thief. Yes, you did. Thief's Way. What is your name? What's your government name? And how did you hear about our live tonight? Were you referred or...
Not referred.
It was a whole hot mess. I work in San Francisco. Oh, you work in San Francisco. San Francisco was like the pilot city for all this. And we had to fight and make a whole lot of noise. They were not following CDC guidelines.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's a mess.
Wow. Yeah, I've got some people in San Francisco, and they're like, it was a whole hot mess. They are on true lockdown. Because I think people have this idea that quarantine, like, oh, I'm already in the house. I'm already doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Apparently, lockdown is like on steroids, though. Like, you have the choice to still be quarantined. Lockdown is like something that's supposed to be a little bit escalated. I just don't know how
they're going to enforce it. Because like I said, I was out here today and people are outside. Like, I don't see nobody on lockdown, girl. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know how they're going to enforce that. I mean, I'm staying inside. I was probably going to stay inside anyway. I had a lot going on the last few weeks regardless, but I still see people out here on these streets. Like,
yeah. I don't know. Who am I?
Oh, she found us from IG. That's what's up.
She did. And I actually know who she is. I don't know who she is, but I remember her name, Cassandra. I think your name is Cassandra's Food for Thought or something like that. The National Guard. What about the National Guard, Michelle? Or is that what you're saying is going to be the people to enforce it? That's why I'm worried.
Well, people have been seeing the National Guard. I think you told me you saw the National Guard in Nashville.
Yes, and I can't hold water. So one of my homegirls, she works for one of the hotels here. I will not say the hotel. And she sent out a group communication to her friends and was like, yo, I got this email saying the National Guard is setting up shop here in Nashville, all 3 hotels. Whoop-de-whoop. She was like, don't say nothing to nobody. I'm like, girl, I ain't gonna say shit. Girl, bitch, the National Guard is girl, what? When you talking about the National Guard? Shit, yeah, I ain't gonna say shit, girl. I ain't gonna tell them who told me, child. But yeah, so the National Guard, and then there was this theory that Lanita was saying, like, well, it could be that they're there to set up tents. And it's like, yeah, but I don't really know, because we have cases here, but we just don't have that many for it to be like the National Guard coming here.
From what I've seen and what a lot of conspiracy theorists are saying in these streets, it's like the tents or the camps, whatever they're going to hold these people. These are for people who are showing symptoms or who may be sick, but who refuse to go into treatment, who refuse to go to the hospital, who refuse to take the vaccine, whatever. And their theory is that eventually they'll be coming into homes, and, anyone who doesn't pass their whatever type of test they have, you'll be hauled off to whatever camp or tent, whatever they got. So, I hope that's not the case. But then again, just in case, I'm not telling where I live at right now. So they're going to have to find me.
Are you tired of eating? Or have you been doing pretty well?
Well, no, I've been doing pretty well because I don't really get a chance to cook usually. And, I had just started this job that was feeding me 3 meals a day. And that ended abruptly. So now, it's been fun. I cooked some dishes that I hadn't cooked in a long time. Shout out to you, because I cooked your shrimp scampi and it was bomb today.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I make a 5 shrimp scampi, y'all. So just so you know, you heard it from the mouth of Whitney.
But I'm pissed because I definitely was like, oh, I'm about to get my shit together. I have a gym now. I just moved into this apartment, 24-hour gym. I bought all this health shit. And now I just feel like it's a waste. I can't even use the gym. Like, they shut the gym down. So, I don't know.
Life has depended on it, but that's all right. I'm gonna get it together. I'm trying to pin this. Okay,
let's talk about some of these celebrities that have come out declaring that they contracted the coronavirus. Like, how do y'all feel about this? I think we had a few celebrities.
Feel about this, about all of the celebrities, and that's what's been extremely weird to me. Okay, you guys, listen up. This is what's been really weird to me. Good point on you bringing that up, Whitney. So, that they have stated that the coronavirus is similar to the flu. It's like flu-like symptoms. All right. As we know, the flu is extremely dangerous depending on who catches it, what you've already got going on with your immune system, whatever the case. But the flu, generally speaking, the flu is nobody's happy to have the flu. I have yet, even all these years where we've had the flu, never in a million years has it been like, oh, the flu. Another day later, Tom Hanks and like all these people, I'm just like, okay, are they paying these people to come? Like, I just don't, child. And a lot of these celebrities, they don't even have symptoms. So that's why I'm like, I don't even want to get tested, because I have a feeling if I get tested, they're going to be like, itty, meeny, miny, mo. Okay, bitch, you got it. And the 2 people behind you, they don't got it. And the next person got, like, I just don't trust it.
Word to our chat. C's Way, she said, y'all know what I heard is that Idris and Tom Hanks are downplaying their symptoms per their publicist.
Wow.
So, wow. I don't know. How y'all feel about that?
Wow. That could be a possibility. I personally feel like people are being paid. I hate to say this. I don't even want to say this.
Girl, I said it was a paid promotion. I put it on our page.
I'm like, are these celebrities really being paid paid to say they had, I don't even know what the benefit of that would be, but Tom Hanks and Idris Elba. And then I'm like, Idris Elba has it? He's so unproblematic. Like,
and what y'all need to stop doing, first of all, I love fucking internet, damn.
They have it, I'm riding.
Girl, I'm riding if Drake has it, because my thing is, okay, y'all said, who has it? Kevin Durant. Just because Kevin Durant has it and he saw Drake, that doesn't mean Drake has it, first of all. Like, y'all can't go around accusing people, oh, you got it, like it's cooties. It's fucked up.
Idris came in contact with somebody and he was like, you know what, let me get tested. And he got tested and he had it.
But then in that case, then the shit's airborne. Like, is it airborne or is it not airborne?
It lives in the air for 3 hours.
But they're acting like it's...
in the house together. If we're all in the house together, and let's say you took off your mask for just a second, and you know, I have it, it can last in the air in my bubble for 3 hours before it, you know.
So that shit is just floating in the air, defying gravity for 3 hours.
Yes.
Got it. I want y'all to go look up smart dust. Okay, smart dust is a real thing that scientists have been working on, and this virus sounds similar to smart dust, and that's another conspiracy theory that's out in the streets. But you know, I'm gonna save that for the other podcast I'm about to start during quarantine. It's called Quarantine Theories. So
no, we still are. Don't forget, we still are gonna do our late night podcast as well.
Girl, we can barely do the regular day podcast.
Well, you know, shoot, we're gonna do our after dark where you know the real the shit come out at night. Okay.
I'm over here drunk as fuck, damn near. We were gonna have a virtual happy hour, me and my girls. I was gonna tell you about it, Mia. I was like, we should do a virtual happy hour now, every like Friday, or you know,
That's
just
cute.
yeah, just because we can't see people face to face, we still need to have that, you know, interaction.
Why you pick up your drink when I pick up my drink? Yes. What y'all think about a happy hour? I think a happy hour would be super cute. Especially, shit, we just need to get into it now because everybody at home.
Lanita said we all have the Rona.
Okay. Listen, that's what I'm telling you. I feel like we all got the Rona. And they doing an any, mini, mighty, mo situation.
Y'all, I don't have shit. First of all, I don't have shit. And I'm not telling y'all to follow what I'm going to do. But I'm never going to know if I have it because I'm never testing to see if I have it.
Well,
and I'm never taking a vaccine.
Would you guys test, if they came to your house or if they said, hey, we have free testing for the Rona, would y'all take the coronavirus test to see if y'all had it? I will say I am not taking it unless I have symptoms. So, Jay,
symptoms or not,
Cassandra, would you guys get tested? Or...
Girl, I don't even care about no symptoms because those symptoms could be the damn flu. We all know the symptoms of the corona and the symptoms of the common flu are the fucking same. So, I'm fine. In God's name, I'm fine. Shit. I've been taking a lot of vitamins. Okay, a lot of vitamin C, B12, B6, vitamin E, eating kale.
Y'all going to have Jay rearranging furniture over the Rona. You drinking right now. Who drinking?
We all been drinking.
I've been drinking.
So what else is in the news? Can we continue our show? What else? Hot topics?
We
anything?
have a lot of shit to discuss. Andy Cohen. So I don't know who watches The Real Housewives, but we will not be getting a reunion anytime soon. I don't know if you guys watched The Real Housewives of Atlanta, but yeah, we will not be getting a reunion. So, and that's again so strange. Andy Cohen, really? And I really want them to remove this whole so-and-so has tested positive for coronavirus. I'm like, okay, we've only used tested positive for HIV. Like, I really just want them to be like, yo, so-and-so has the coronavirus. Like, quit saying they have tested positive Positive. So-and-so has tested positive. I'm like, what
Why do y'all have their test results? Why is this legal to give these folks test results? Like, when did it become cool to drop your fucking medical records? Like, let me know.
No, so far, all of the celebrities that I've seen that have had the Rona, they have come out on their page first to disclose that information.
But
so
why? Why did y'all want people to know this?
I don't know. I ain't saying shit.
I'm acting like everything is A-okay, dog. I don't
I'm gonna blame it on my allergies. I got bad allergies anyway. Well, motherfucker, it's my allergy. Why are you coughing though, girl? My sinuses, the drainage, bitch.
Girl, you've been had allergies though.
Been had allergies. I survived the flu and pneumonia before. I'll be exactly. Especially we as black people, we ain't scared of no damn Rona. We have been through it all. Okay, we are built for this shit. So. Now, don't get me wrong. I do feel bad for those who have passed because of the coronavirus.
Speaking of, where are they? Like, I just want to know if these thousands and thousands of people are dying all over our great country, all over the world. Can I get one funeral stream? Can I see one news report of the grieving family? Just one. I just want to see how this disease has impacted these families, because apparently there's thousands and thousands and thousands of people who have lost their loved ones to this disease. I just want to see a funeral. I just want to see, an interview with a grieving, daughter. That's all I'm saying.
I'm going to be honest with you. If this virus was anything like the outbreak, bitch, I'm gone. I don't know where I'm going to go, but can't nobody come over here. Like, if I knew that this virus was 100% mortality rate, like, meaning if you get it, you 100%, bitch, you dead. You is dead. Who's out of here.
But girl, did you hear what I said though? Is it not strange we haven't seen one family member, one like grieving person? You remember how 9/11 happened and we saw family members crying and their loved ones and this and the world? Yeah. Where are the impacted family members? Does anyone want to make tributes to these people? Does anyone want to talk about their loved one? Like, what's going on?
It's a shit show out here. We need to talk about the high doses of vitamin C given via IV that was given to people in China who were cured. Amen. Listen, there have been, and this is the other thing with the media, there have been triple digit numbers, meaning that by the thousands, that have recovered from this virus. So there have been 100,000 people. Let's just say 150,000 people have been tested positive for the coronavirus. 130 of them motherfuckers have recovered. Okay? I feel like I have not seen enough of the recovery in the media. I keep hearing, oh my God, so-and-so, 800 people have died. 300 people have died. My mama, my daddy, my sister, everybody. I'm like, please shut the fuck up, talk to me. Because if you tell me one more piece of information about somebody who's died, okay, when I'm over here reading and looking at numbers of people who have recovered, okay, like, no, you are not going to keep me in fear. The devil is a lie. We have had 60,000 people last year die of the flu, okay? So I'm just saying, like, the fact that people are recovering from this virus, that to me needs to be a message from the media as well.
I just want to hear from some real people about what's going on. Y'all tell me what happened. If anyone
Apocalypse. Oh, God, he's talking about Walking Dead, child.
We don't know. We don't know if that's coming next. We don't know. But if you or anyone personally was affected by corona, please tell them to contact us. We want to speak to them. We want to get people's stories out here because, first of all, it's not enough people talking about the coronavirus. If y'all have it, if all these people are getting it and they have it, then they need to be talking about it and telling us how they felt on day one. What were they coughing like? When did the shit turn for the worse? Like, prepare us. Okay? So, I don't know. What's the chat saying?
Been going on in the media? Y'all, what are some other things that have been going on in the media? If you guys have been following us for some time with our podcast, we usually have a whole list for you all. So if there's anything you guys want to talk about or want our opinions on,
Yeah, throw it out in the chat right now, please.
Throw it out in the chat room.
But
China
honestly,
36. See, there you go, Michelle. China just discharged 36,000 people. Like,
you see what I'm talking about? Something ain't right.
Know,
Something ain't right. And then they said the other day, Melanin Magic
recovered and sent home. They were sent home.
And
yes,
you saw
that is what I have been having to do research on and see versus that being published in the media. So
but I showed you the 103-year-old woman who recovered. She was the oldest person to recover from coronavirus. So let's not just drag old people and say the old people don't have a chance, because clearly they do. You know what I'm saying? Like this.
They do have a chance. Let's keep them home. No, because I got to keep my mama home.
My grandmother is out here. She been going to play her numbers every day. She been going to the store every day. She's from the country. Like, you can't tell her shit about shit. She lived on a sharecropper's plantation. Like, you can't tell her nothing about this world. Like, she's gonna do what she needs to do every single day. Fuck Corona.
That's what I wanted to bring up, you guys. Was what do you guys think? Especially, I'm curious. Oh, hi, Krista. Do you know who Krista Jenkins is?
Yay, hey, Krista. That's my other homegirl.
Hey. Lanita, since you're an attorney, I do have a question for you, because maybe you can speak to this portion, because I'm all the way confused. So, Philadelphia, they have been instructed to stop making arrests for the following list of what are considered to be nonviolent crimes. Okay. So any kind of narcotic offense, theft from people, retail theft, theft from auto, burglary, vandalism, all bench warrants, stolen auto, economic crimes, prostitution. What else do we have on here? I think that's pretty much it. They basically are saying that they're not going to arrest anybody who is involved in these type of what they consider non-violent crimes. I have issues with that, because I feel as though some of those crimes that are listed, of course they don't start out to be violent, but I don't know anybody who's going to burglarize my home or steal from me with no type of weapon, or they're just gonna walk up to me and be like, yo, give me your shit. Be like, who the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? People get scared, you piss people off, so people just, like, no. And who announces that? Like, my thing is, if somebody does the crime, you just be like, all right, we ain't gonna do shit. But don't put that on fucking social media so people can get ideas and be like, you know what? I've been needing some shit. Let's be out here. They ain't gonna get us no way. So, Lanita, if you are still on here, please speak to that. If you are not, the other viewers, I'm curious to know what your thoughts are on people being released from jail early and not being locked up for what they consider to be nonviolent crimes.
Well, I gotta say, for one, the jails was already overpopulated with people who had no damn business being in the damn jail. So release a lot of them, okay?
Narcotics, you can go.
But
stealing.
All I gotta say is scammer season has just hit a new level, because them scammers are fenced to be in these motherfucking books, and it's tax season. Y'all better file your taxes if you haven't already, because somebody gonna do it in your name pretty soon.
Oh my gosh. Jay said they don't need a weapon nowadays. They'll just walk up, sneeze on you till you give them the money. Facts.
That's how it's gonna be.
Facts, right. Why would it be announced unless you were encouraging it? Right, Michelle, period. Like, don't announce it. You know what I'm saying? If that's the rule, hell, my girlfriend that lives in Atlanta, she was like, girl, they not putting no boots on nobody. They ain't towing nobody. They just want people to order their food, pull up, and get the fuck on. Okay, cool. That's fine. But if you gonna steal from me, no, we're gonna have a problem. We're gonna have a serious problem. I found it odd that they made that announcement, but it is an election year. Huh, interesting.
Oh.
Every election, there is some type of virus, though. There's always some shit going on every type of election. Because I think, what was the virus for Obama when he was running? Y'all remember? There was a virus going on. I think it was the H1N1. Was it the H1N1?
I don't know.
It was some type of virus, but we didn't have no shutdown when it was Obama. He's like, yo, we got this shit.
Swine flu or something? I don't know, girl.
Release from prisons is a human rights issue.
I'm concerned. You know, I wish I had a gun, an authorized gun.
Whitney, you do have a gun.
Well, I have a gun.
Bitch.
I have somebody who has a gun.
Uh-huh.
But me personally,
you just don't use your gun. You have not used it in a minute, friend.
I have a doorman. I have security.
Oh, okay.
He has a gun.
Okay.
Security has a gun.
Okay. He's talking about you don't have to. Yeah, all right.
Well, I know you live in Nashville. Y'all keep guns.
We're pieced up. We are pieced up. Try something. Pull up. I wish you would. What did Cedric the Entertainer say? White people hope. They hope for the best. Black people, we live on the wish creed. I wish a motherfucker would. Yeah, let somebody sneeze. My social security number is Trump gonna come in and save the day and just pull enough people for it. He gonna pull his people.
It's a hot
not just security. Yeah, Trump gonna pull his people like in the Purge. You know, it's all them funny looking white people. So that's how I feel about that.
This is
crazy.
It's
crazy out here.
This is unprecedented times, y'all. This is, but if y'all know history, y'all know this has happened a few times in history. Like there was like a few pandemics that took out some people, but you know, it's evolution. The strong will survive. That's on everything.
The strong and rich.
Yes, the strong and wealthy will survive.
Child, Jehovah's Witnesses are having a field day. I had one come 2 weeks ago, and I don't have a peephole because we have like the little film on our door. And girl, they snuck me because they pressed the doorbell, and I was like, "Who is it?" She was like, "Sheila." And I'm like thinking, like, Sheila? Who the hell is Sheila at my door? So I opened it, and I'm like, "God damn!" And it was all 20 of them, 27 of them. I was like, shit.
Oh my God, girl, tell the people about the notice, the screenshot you sent me about that notice.
Okay, so there is a notice going around, you guys, saying that it's an urgent community notice, and it is a security alert for USA residents. So it's just basically, to paraphrase what's going on, be warned that there is a group going to homes. They're pretending to be officials from Home Affairs. They do have documents that are on letterhead from the Department of Home Affairs, and they claim to be confirming that everyone has a valid ID for the upcoming census. They are robbing homes, all right? So you want to take note that there is no initiative like that from the government going on right now. You know, spread the word that if anybody comes up to you, ask you for any type of documentation of any sort claiming to be from the Department of Home Affairs, just know that that is fake. Nothing has been issued to that severity. All right. I am going to pull a letter.
When I tell y'all this is scammer season, because they're going to see that people are afraid. People don't know what the fuck's going on. People are uninformed. And scammers are going to come in here.
Yeah. So, let's see what the people are saying.
I'm not opening my door for nobody. Like, if you're not my mama, I'm not opening my door.
That's incarceration. The Simpsons know something. The Simpsons were created by they are having a field day in our chat. Y'all are killing me. I can't.
Come through, chat.
All right. So we typically have a letter from a viewer.
Does anyone have a question y'all want to have us talk about?
Please ask any questions, because I will read a letter from a viewer. Yeah, I have a viewer letter for us tonight, which is something that we typically do every podcast, but we haven't been doing one because we've been
Quarantined.
we've been quarantined, but we've also, even when we were doing our podcast like weekly, I mean, we just had so much information to push out. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, relationships, finances, I will say this is a great time for everybody to get their shit in order. So budgets, take the classes you've been wanting to take, read, self-care, all those types of things, getting your body in shape. I know it's hard. People don't have time. Spending quality time with their kids. I have a few friends that have newborns and babies and all of those sorts of things, and they constantly are working. And they've been able to use this time to really bond with their kids. And, nothing's wrong with getting to know us as people. God forbid, that's really the only thing we have to work on right now. So I would say use this time to do those sorts of things.
Girl, I have been thoroughly enjoying it. Okay, thoroughly enjoying it. Researching stuff, reading things.
Yes.
I'm about to start working on a new podcast, a novel, a mixtape, all of those.
A mixtape? What the?
I'm about to start working on everything. Use this time. We are creative people. So we've been so distracted by everything we got going on. This is a great time to bring forth your creativity.
Yes. All right. So if there are no questions at the moment, should I just get into our live?
You don't be paying me no attention.
You had me at mixtape, girl. When we dropping a mixtape?
Soon, right after quarantine.
Yes. Let me just tell you guys, Whitney has one of the most beautiful voices that I think I've heard in person, as from a friend. All of the things.
Thank you,
Whitney.
girl.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, you do. You know how to run really well. Yo.
You didn't even know what a run was.
You run really well. So yeah, I am really curious about this mixtape drop and just all things like that. I'm going to continue focusing on my real estate license. That's my focus, because I've kind of gotten off-centered with everything that I've got going on. So this has kind of been my time to get back realigned.
Y'all save your money too. This is a great time to save. Trips have been canceled. We're not going out eating frivolously on dumb shit.
I've been cooking the
save your
most
money.
of my life, like making all kinds of different dishes. And I cook anyway, but this has just been the most time that I cook legit, I cook every single day.
Michelle in the chat. She has footage of me freestyling. Everyone does.
Oh my God. Whitney, do you want to drop a little freestyle right now?
Freestyle right now. Okay. On the quarantine tip. I don't have a beat. You gonna beatbox?
Oh my God, I can't. Okay. I don't even want to do it. Oh no, I got one.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Bring it back to the high school days. We up here quarantine, but hey, I got my team. We in this thing. Melanin Me crew all day. What you say? Okay. Ooh.
Yes, bitch. Yes. Killed them. The fuck yes, bitch. Yes. That's what I'm talking. Bars. Okay. Somebody said bars. Yes.
Hot fire.
She said I also need to read another book. What are some good books right now for us to read? Have y'all got anything to drop? Bars in Miami. Cypher. Jay can freestyle with you too. All right,
yes.
Jay. Shoot.
Oh, we may have a freestyle Friday next week and call people in. People can freestyle.
We might do a freestyle Friday. left the chat.
Fuck Corona. We're done with you, ho. We've talked about you enough.
Right in. I am here all for all of it. Yes, Lanita. Thank you. Yeah. So any books, any of the 4 agreements. I heard
That's
was
a good one. 48 Laws of Power.
Law of Attraction is really good. Tommy Davidson has a book. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a good book as well.
Mm-hmm. Yes, let's get our mind right. So do you have a listener question?
I do, you guys. So I have a listener question that they come through to our email, askmelaninme@gmail.com. So if you ever have a question or any type of topic you want us to touch on, feel free to email it to us, as you guys obviously always do. So this viewer question comes from Totally Confused. She says, Dear Melanin Me Podcast, I am a middle-aged single female who has been dating a man for about 5 years, my junior. Okay, so he's 5 years younger than her. He's a great guy, has great values, is a family man, but here's the problem. He cannot afford to buy a ring. I'm not materialistic at all. However, I am wondering if his inability to purchase a ring is a sign that maybe there will be other financial issues down the line. Since we met, he has lost 2 jobs, his car, his house, all because he is pursuing entrepreneurship, which is currently not thriving. I have a PhD, a great job, a home, and I'm doing pretty well for myself. About 3 years ago, I received a huge bonus check, and at that time, he stated, whatever comes to either one of us would be both of ours, and he proceeded to ask me if he could use some of the money to buy me a ring. I thought that was crazy. I know that he's trying to get on his feet, but it is draining to have to deal with this for so long. So here we are 3 years later, and he's still working towards purchasing the ring. I've been patient with him, paid his bills, allowed him to use my car, giving him gas money, but I'm tired of extending my resources. Here's my question. Am I settling for someone who may just be a taker, or is it possible that he's just having a bad 6-year break? Well, I personally feel like you just answered your own question. Whitney, what are your thoughts? And viewers, what are your thoughts on that question? Jay said this is an Issa Rae story.
Shout out Issa Rae.
Insecure. Ladies, what are your thoughts on this? We need y'all.
My thought is no.
No spelled backwards.
No. All the way, just no.
What is your advice to her?
I mean, that's me personally, but everyone knows what they're willing to put up with and stuff. I'm all for supporting people's dreams and ambitions and stuff like that, but just because you want to start a business and you got, pipe dreams, you still have to hold down the fort. You still got to take care of your responsibilities. So you got to be able to juggle jobs and then trying to start your business on the side. She sounds like she has all her shit together, and it just sucks because basically she sounds like she's paying for a rack of shit. I don't know.
Do you feel like it's hard for women who, and this is really a viewer question that I'm asking, do you guys feel like it's hard for women who are independent to find love versus the woman who maybe is trying to be more codependent, or who is more open to the idea of I need you, I need a man, I versus the one who's can be looked at as intimidating, I'm doing this, I take care of my own self. Not saying that I don't need a man, I want a man, but into the idea of dating down, I don't know. Maybe this is this woman's issue. It's his lack of ambition. Yes, independence is irrelevant. I agree with you. Anytime you have to take care of a man as if he is your child or boy, that's a no-no. Yes, I agree. I agree with all of the above.
Michelle said, run, girl.
Michelle said, run, girl. Lanita just has faces of agony. Needing a man breeds desperation. Yeah. I may not need you for money, but I feel like I do
There's other ways to need
Yeah,
a man, like
I don't
support.
feel like it's. I'm honestly, and I'm married. I don't feel like a woman saying that she needs a man is a bad thing. I think that it's obviously a lot when I hear people say they need a man, or, oh, bitch, you don't want to ever need a man. It's like, yeah, I may not need him financially, but hell, I have good days, I have bad days. I want to come home and talk to somebody besides my best friend. You know what I'm saying? She don't have no dick.
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to go on trips. I want to share some of my good and my bad with someone, my best friend, who's a male. So I think this idea of like women being like, I don't need no man, I can take care of myself, I can do it. My mama told me I don't need, like, it's one thing to be independent because that's what you're trained to, or that's what you need to do. I feel like all women and all men should be independent, but I also feel like there's beauty in also being dependent in other areas on someone, because they allow you to feel safe, and you know, it's like a partnership. Whatever this girl got going on is a no. I'm gonna just say, like, who said run, girl? Michelle.
Lanita says if she leaves him and he gets his big break and becomes a billionaire, I can't be held responsible. Would it be me though? So that sucks. That's like that movie Acrimony.
I was gonna say like Acrimony. What y'all think about that movie, for y'all who've seen it?
When you support them the whole fucking struggle, and then as soon as y'all break up, they get put on.
See, here's the thing with Acrimony, though, that I had an issue with. It wasn't that she left him. It was the fact of, like, she found out that the woman who he cheated on her with back in the day, who now she had to have a hysterectomy about because of her reaction to, you know, her finding out he was cheating. Years later, she finds out that, you know, after all the shit that she's been putting up with and, you know, trying to be the ride or die, now you're still interacting with this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wouldn't be upset? Who wouldn't be upset? I can't say that I would.
Girl, first of all, I don't care how I was feeling after that $10 million check. All feelings. You're A-okay with me, buddy. We're
good. We're even.
You're A-okay with me. I could be the fucking kid's godparent. Like, I'm
you got
cool.
The house back for me, my mama's house or whoever, grandmama house. You got that back too on top of the $10 million. Yeah, we good. We good. You can get her the same boat you promised me with the same goddamn name. I wouldn't give a.
Yeah, okay. She was tripping all the way. Cause
Acrimony was crazy.
I would have bought me a new man. $10 million. Are you crazy?
Yeah. Good. We even. We squat. Yeah, we real good. Oh, we brother and sister at this point.
But for our single folks out here, it's a fucking struggle, because I just was like, okay, my birthday just passed. I'm open. I'm ready. I could date. Actually had somebody ask me out on a date, everything, and then Corona, and then fucking Corona. Like, I can't even date if I wanted to. God was like, nah, bitch, just go a little longer. You don't need intimacy. You don't need it. So
that is fucked up.
Oh, I'm sure single people out there could relate to me.
Yeah. Are y'all single? I know y'all may not even be on here no more, but are y'all single, taking situationships? Where y'all at with it? 1 million buys a swanky house husband. Yeah.
Exactly, 10 million. I'm good. A cosmic joke.
You're killing me right now.
It's a fucking joke. It's like, it's so funny.
Are there good dating options out here? Have y'all had good dating experiences? Because we all can agree with bad dating experiences, but have you guys had some pretty good dating experiences?
Michelle agrees with me.
Oh, okay. Michelle, so are you single right now?
She is.
Oh, okay. Michelle, you're single, girl. Okay. Well, nothing's wrong with being satisfied and single, though. I think we put a bad name on being single, too. Some of us do.
After you turn 30, it's like the omen. If you're 30 and single, it's the fucking omen. It's over for you.
Wendy, no! Would you do dating sites? Would you do like Christian Mingle or?
Well, shit. Right now, that's our only option is fucking dating sites. That's all the bitch gotta look forward to is dating online, literally, because human interaction for the next 18 months ain't finna happen.
Jay, as a man, would you say that there's a lot of good women out here? Because a lot of women would say, you know, they have more bad experiences with dating. But as a man, would you say that there's a really, really good amount of great women out here? Or would you say that it's, you know, it's just as hard for a female or just as hard for a male?
It's hard.
Because I've heard that from guys. They're like, y'all women be saying it's bad, it's trash men out here. But shit, there's trash women out here. And I'm like, yeah, I agree that there's probably some trash women, but you probably have a lot more pickings of good women than we do as women, having great options and pickings with men. It's over for me, huh? Yes.
Rona cock blocking. Rona is the biggest bitch I've ever met.
Listen.
Oh, y'all, this has been so fun.
He said women are just damaged. Yeah, I can see that.
So we have to end this with a teabag segment.
We do.
I have to get me a teabag. So for those who don't know, teabag is the end of our episodes where we teabag a trash person.
If y'all don't know what teabagging is, please look up Google Urban Dictionary of teabag, okay? Yes, there are tons of trash men, Dre.
I'm a teabag. You know my trend.
Government.
The government. So I'm a teabag that bitch who tried to call recess on that Florida, that thing you posted, the Florida commissioner. Basically,
that's a good one. That's a great one.
So this black guy who's a commissioner in some county in Florida basically held a meeting and called out, you know, the leaders there because they weren't taking Corona seriously and they cut off the lights of a bunch of their residents. And the lady, who I guess maybe the mayor, I don't know who she is, but she was like, I'm calling recess. I don't want to listen to this right now. So yeah, she's teabagged, and anyone like her and a bunch of these officials that don't care about the common people in their counties or their states, their cities, whatever. These are the people that put them in the office, and then they don't even care about them once they're in there. So I feel like it should be illegal for anyone right now to be evicted or for their lights or utilities to be cut off. All that shit should be illegal. So I'm teabagging anybody who's a part of that.
Well, I am going to teabag Kenya and her husband. Okay, I'm not going to go with the government this
I
week.
forgot about ATL Housewives.
Yeah, I just felt like, you know, since we didn't really get to kind of summarize anything, Kenya and her husband, definitely both of them are getting teabagged this week for me because Kenya is not setting a good example for her daughter nor herself. I am a girl's girl, so I constantly am going to be in favor of women a lot of times, in the girl power, self, motivation, self-care, all that kind of stuff. I love it. And I feel like who we choose as partners and who we choose to spend the rest of our lives with really is a reflection of us, and the things that we decide as women to deal with and to put up with is totally it's a total reflection of how we love ourselves and how we see ourselves. So by Kenya, I'm not even putting judgment on the situation. I just feel like she deserves better. Mark, he deserves things, but regardless, it's both y'all need to be teabagged for
teabagged. So
thank you guys for tuning in to our live podcast.
You guys have been great. Please follow us, turn on notifications. Everyone in the chat right now, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, please. And make sure you follow us and stay tuned for more content.
Yes. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh my God, that was so